Geez, magic.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're doing it already.
We're doing it.
Yeah,
We're doing it.
Day 25.
Day 25.
Day 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good evening. We just had a wonderful, walk down Marvel Lane, and so we're joining you after a little bit of, nostalgia and the land, before the end game, and after the end game. Actually, we went both places. But
yeah, between WandaVision and Iron Man 3.
Yeah. My ponytail's a little bit high today. All right, day 25. It's a Friday. It's been a good week, but long week.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt like a very long week. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, I can think of some reasons.
End of February. Yeah, I could think of some reasons.
All right, well, I think I'm going. I think I'm up.
Yeah.
Well, kind of sucked today. So I can't, I will say this is a day that I didn't hit it. And I'm not saying I was not present today. I was definitely present. I was very present. And I think the overall, the habit is a good habit. I just really had a busy day. And I really, just not an excuse, but it was a lot of energy, a lot of moving back and forth. I still think I'm going to possibly get a little bit of meditation in, or at least a brief one, but I didn't spend a lot of time on myself today. I can probably make up for it on the weekend. That's one of the things that can happen. Fridays can sometimes be Fridays, and it was just a Friday for me. So I don't have anything that I can really call out. I think I definitely going to have to step it up tomorrow.
Well, it's Saturday. You can do that.
Yeah. But no, still a good day. But I have to report a little bit of a drop off today. So but that's okay. I think it is okay in general. It's like I didn't forget myself, at least.
Yeah.
How about you? I know you had a long day too. So.
Well, I think it's kind of funny how we align on some things like that, because I didn't hit it today. I'll just say, I was just super, super crampy. There are just some things that suck so much about being a girl.
Yeah.
Said that. I was like, and today was one of those, and I just, my energy was decent in the morning. And in hindsight, if I had done my workout this morning, I probably would have gotten through it.
Yeah.
But once the afternoon hit, that was not the case. I did do some meditations. There was one in my habit series that I had wanted to do, breaking habit series, to be a funny meditation on how to create habits. But I guess not. It's a habit of meditation and habits of things like this. But it was on busyness and just the idea that, you're just constantly going. And I, we've all said this, that COVID has even caused a lot of people to take a pause that they never had. And they did. It was Tad Hargrave had a quote, and it was for overachievers. Your mantra is likely, what else can I do today? And you're just constantly, and for a lot of us, I pop between different projects, and I have to make very conscious efforts to be, just very focused on this is the task I'm addressing right now. And I try to structure myself that way, but it was consider replacing, at least for a week, with what can I do less of today and see what happens. And I thought that was just, it's just kind of one of those interesting Calm app quotes that they called out. And I think that there's a lot of people who do, it may seem like it's something that you have to do, but do you really have to do it? And to your point, you even said, you've talked about, like, with the 3D printing and things like that, is it something I have to do right now?
Right.
Are you putting false urgency on something that doesn't need it?
Yeah. I actually had another example of that today. Again, it was, kind of working on a little bit of a gimmicky thing. But I've been kind of approaching it, which Partly because now work's in play a little bit differently and all that, but realistically, I was even starting before we went on full on. It was part of that revelation. Is that it is less of a do nonstop, keep going, and a bit more of a work on a section, get it to a point, sit back, study, evaluate, think, and then reapproach it. And I just see some of the times when I see the iterations between one version over the next, I feel like I'm seeing less effort and more output. If that actually makes sense, but I think it does, and it's the directive thing I mentioned early on. I really felt that, and I still feel that. I feel a lot of odd purpose in thinking. And I will even say this. I mean, I know it's not. I can't sanctify this as a formal 45-minute promise thing, but I do. I love it when we do take an evening like tonight, and the phones are not there, the computer's not there, and we're just watching and enjoying a movie together. Because it is something that was not as common, I think, in the past. I think I remember plenty of times actually playing a game while watching a movie. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but I'm just saying there is a different level of appreciating the moment that you're in, and not necessarily over-inundating yourself with, constantly checking email or constantly, flowing through that. And I think that's something that we kind of did tonight. I don't even know if we really even thought too much about it. But I noticed we both did. We both kind of got in that zone. So
well, and it's just being present in that moment. It's nice. It feels nice. It doesn't overwhelm the brain with this over-sensory kind of stuff. And especially after a long week like this, you may feel like you're fine going, but I learned that there's times when that's necessary, and then there's times when that's a false read that you have on a situation, that if you step back for a second, you may see it differently. So,
I mean, I guess since we weren't really good, we had to wax philosophical, but I think it's going to be really interesting to see, because as you mentioned, and it's very true, this last year made a lot of us stop for a little bit, and made a lot of us take a second look at certain things. And while we all complained about when's it going to turn back to normal, I'm really focused and really determined that there are some elements of what came out, or what is still ongoing, but still has come out of this that was a wake-up call. I think it's one of those things where I recognize is that there's some patterns I was in, and there's some things I was doing that wasn't serving any purpose. It really wasn't even really that enjoyable. It just it was habit, and it was this pattern of just moving. But I'd like to see, to challenge ourselves to, I want to go back to normal and hugging and all this stuff like that. But how do we capture what we learned in this, and not just give it up? I mean, you don't go through any hard moment without a lesson, and I think there's a lot of lessons that are coming, and a lot of lessons that still need to be learned. But I think that's my commitment myself. I'm still going to be busy, and still going to be ambitious, and still going to do a lot of things.
Sure.
But I'm going to take better care of myself, and I think for us, taking those moments too, and making sure that we're chilling together.
Yeah, it's special to be able to do that, and I agree wholeheartedly with all of it. So.
Well, day 25. We haven't had too many complete misses days. So this is I think my second full miss. I kind of maybe, but again, not a judgment thing.
No judgment.
But it's been a good day, and hopefully we will have a little bit more exciting news tomorrow. I don't know how much more riveting this thing can get. But we're working on it. I mean, I'm thinking about adding some, fireworks. I don't know. I'm not sure. Heart faces coming up. I don't know, overlays. We'll figure out something, I guess.
At some point, we'll do that art piece up there, and people can't see the really ugly light that's above it, but at some point that'll come down. But I love that piece that's there from Malia.
Yeah. All right. Well. I think that's all I got for tonight. Well, not all I got, but all I got for the recording. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I love you.
I love you too. All right. Bye.